We're going to call the Litchfield Zoning Board meeting to order at November 18th. We'll start with introductions and attendance. We'll start with you.
George Lavash.
Laura Gandia.
Max Schneider.
Steve Perry.
All right. And everybody here is a full member,
I'm
right?
an alternate.
You're an alternate, so I'm going to appoint you as a full member tonight. So we have 4 members. So for your case, do you still want to proceed with 4? You do.
Thank you, Madam Chair, yes.
Okay. So the first case that we have is case number 11182024. It's a variance from LZO Article 310, minimum lot requirements in a residential district. We have name of applicant Alicia Norrie and Dylan Mason, owner of property Steve and Chantel Mason, 10 Rocky Hill Drive, Litchfield, map 16, lot 39. And before we open it, the members are aware we have to make a determination of regional impact before we move forward with the case. I do not believe this case is of regional impact. Anybody have any concerns?
Not at all.
No.
All right, so I'll make a motion to determine that this case is not a regional impact, and I'll need somebody to second that.
Second.
Steve seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So that's 4-0-0. All right, so we're gonna open the public hearing. If you want to come forward, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're spoiling us, giving us power.
I was just gonna say,
You must charge a lot. There's 2 of us. so.
Yeah, I'm not the most expensive one in the panel, so.
Can you sit down?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Is the mic on? Good evening, Madam Chair, and members of the board. My name is Brad Westgate. I'm a lawyer with Weiner Bennett, 402 Amherst Street in Nashua, and I'm representing Alicia Norrie and Dylan Mason, the applicants for this variance application. With me at the table is Paul Chisholm of Keach Nordstrom Associates. Paul's the engineer for the project, prepared the plans that you see and were handed out as well. And also in attendance are Stephen and Chantel Mason, who are the parents of Dylan Mason. So as the board's aware, this is a variance application from the minimum lot area requirement of 1 acre in the residential zone. And the objective of this project is to be able to subdivide the property at 10 Rocky Hill Drive, which contains about 1.9 acres, into 2 lots. One of the lots would be a 1 acre parcel that would contain the existing house, garage, related improvements. And the other would be just over a 0.9 acre parcel, just about a 1/10 of an acre short of 1 acre, for a proposed single-family home, garage-related improvements that Alicia Norrie and Dylan Mason would love to be able to build. The plans that, the zoning board of adjustment plan, I should say, that passed out, it's the same plan that was just black and white that was appended to the variance application, no different. Paul has colored it in by indicating on the right-hand side the existing house, garage, improvements, driveway, for the present home. That would be what we'd call existing lot 16-39, the 1 acre. And to the left is the proposed 0.9 acre lot, and just a sort of mock-up of a possible house, garage layout, driveway location, and the like. Just to orient the board for a moment, if I may, Paul also prepared the aerial from the National Regional Planning Commission database, and that's the harder to read plan, colored in that you see it. Paul has a large-scale copy on the easel, and in that, he's depicted the blue box, which shows 10 Rocky Pond Road. It also gives you a good sense of the neighborhood, both Rocky Hill Road houses themselves, those along Shirley Way below. The one that's on the easel has a red line cutting through, and that's to give you the orientation of how the two lots would be set up if subdivided. So you can get a sense of where everything is that way off this NRPC aerial. The one other plan that was handed out was the subdivision plan from the 1980s, I believe it was 1983. This is the not colored in version, just to further orient you a little bit. And I'll get to the nuts and bolts of the application, address the criteria, won't bog you down indefinitely. And all I did on this plan was highlight in yellow 10 Rocky Hill Drive, the 1.9 acre piece, and showed you two things. One is you'll obviously see how Rocky Hill Drive ends in a cul-de-sac right in front of this lot. And there was also in colored in blue is a little rectangular section. Originally, Rocky Hill Drive was contemplated to be extended someday, presumably if the land to the west of it was ever subdivided and developed, because that never happened. What did happen, as you can see from the NRPC aerial, is that Albuquerque Avenue was built. Albuquerque Avenue actually butts right up against 10 Rocky Hill Drive. It's created a second frontage. So that kind of gives you a sense of where we're at, where the property's at, how it was created as a subdivided lot 40 or so years ago, and in town where it's oriented. Let me give you a little more background, if I may, on the property and what we plan to do, which is pretty straightforward and obvious from what's been handed out. So 10 Rocky Hill Drive is serviced by municipal water, electric power, telephone, and cable television. It's in the residential district as noted, and the dimensional requirements are section 310 of your zoning ordinance for the residential district. The 1.9 acre full parcel, 10 Rocky Hill Drive, contains about 170 feet of frontage on the cul-de-sac of Rocky Hill Drive. And also, because of the development of Albuquerque Ave years ago, about 208 feet of frontage along Albuquerque Avenue. So it's got frontage, that is the main parcel has frontage on